the overall vibe is to make it more of a band sound. Throughout my career, from when I signed to Atlantic Records back in 2001, and for the 4 or 5 albums that I've made so far, I've always played an acoustic guitar. I've always recorded with an acoustic guitar. I've always written my songs with an acoustic guitar. And so when it come to doing the Rewind record, I thought, you know what, I've never really played electric guitar, and I love electric guitar. I own a few electric guitars and I love playing it. And so I thought, I tell you what, this is my sort of electric Dylan years. This song is called The Meaning, and what's the meaning behind the meaning?
My blood runs fast to my veins, and the time goes by like a train. You may think we're cool, but you don't get fooled, and hold on till you're alive till the end. And as the dark night falls, the mind begins to crawl, and I still don't know the meaning behind this life.
The song, it does what it says on the tin. The song says about what's the meaning, and in the lyric I say I don't know, I still don't know.
No, I still don't know.
It was a bit of a live feel the last time we did it here. It's one of those songs that I was always pleased with the song, and I always felt though that maybe we could have done something a bit, not to say better with the song, but maybe just sped it up a little bit, a bit faster, a bit more aggressive, a bit more rockier. I remember at the time I'd just written the song, I think about a week before I came in the studio, so it was one of those songs where I'd written it and played it to the band, and went, right, yeah, let's do it, we go in, it'd be cool. I never really give it a chance to sort of breathe and grow, so I'm really pleased to put it on this Rewind record and do it again. And I feel that it's definitely gone up a level regarding just the power of the song.
The Meaning is sounding amazing. It's a really, really cool song. We sort of reworked that. I know it's been recorded before. I hadn't played on that one before, and we sort of reworked that a bit, and it sounds great. It sounds really, really cool.
This is the second time we've recorded these songs. The first time being 15 years ago up at Par Street, Studio 1, I think that was, and which no longer exists. Some of the first 2 Coldplay records were recorded there, so we had lots of their gear lying around, and we stayed over there for maybe 2 weeks recording this record. So it's really nice to revisit it, and there's a lot of memories involved in these songs.
This song's called Rolling On, and this is one of those songs that I wrote at a time when I would say I was struggling, and it was almost like a pep talk to myself when I wrote this song. It was about sort of like, you just got to keep on rolling on, got to keep going, got to keep moving. My dad was always saying to me about, got to keep on keeping on, was something that he always said, and I just thought rolling on sounded cooler. Feel of it. It's got a bit of a JJ Cale feel about it, which is cool. still going to have the backing vocals and still going to be a sort of, it's a bit of a party song, I think, this song. So I wanted to sort of, with this version, make sure we capture that sort of vibe.
Whatever comes our way now, we'll survive.
When Gav first told me about the whole rewind concept for this album, I was really excited about it, and you know, he was clearly very excited by the opportunity to redo this.
Random acts of kindness has turned into a real winner. It's sometimes nice where you're not quite sure how they're going to develop. You've got an idea because we've worked on them before, we've got some things that we're going to do, and then it turns a corner and goes in a different direction. And Random Acts of Kindness has done that, and it's a great version.
I wouldn't know what to say, I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't be with you. You are the reason why I feel so alive. I wanna be here with you. Every single moment, every single day, every single breath you take is precious to me.
The approach is definitely to go more electric with it than strip back acoustic, get more of a band feel for it, and see if we can just make it a bit of a bigger song, bigger feel, bigger sound.
You are the reason why I don't run and hide. I wanna be here with you. Every single moment, every single day, every single breath you take is precious to me.
Reapproaching these songs is a nice touch. It means we've all got something else to give to them, a bit more experience and a bit more knowledge, a bit more musicality, and that's helped us create something quite special, I think.
I would say Rise Above is probably the biggest change, transition of songs. The difference between the original to this album's version is very different, and I'm loving it. It sounds great. It sounds like it's a really big song and really anthemic and huge. So it's amazing to see the difference in the tracks, and I'm really pleased how it's turned out.
Incredible to be back here now. As I say, getting on for 20 years later, redoing some of the same songs, some new stuff. It's really exciting, and it's sounding immense. It's sounding better than ever.
What can I do to make it right? This is it. This is our time.
Gavin went to New York, having signed the deal with Atlantic. Probably the most exciting time of his life, and he came back after one of his trips buzzing, and got the guys together in the studio and said, I've written this song called The Lift, which, well, you need to hear it. It's such a positive song, and reflected where he was in his life at that time.
It was one of those songs that you're just like, wow, did I just write that? It sort of came through. A lot of songwriters talk about songs coming through them and sort of subconsciously being written. That's very much one of those songs that just sort of fell out of my mouth almost, and I wrote the song there and then in sort of half an hour in my hotel room in New York. And I remember calling my the A&R guy who was with me. I phoned him up and said, I've just written this new song, do you want to come and hear it? And he came to my room and I played it to him, and he was just like, wow, that's a cool song. When I went to do the vocals, I remember doing that in one take, that vocal, because I was just so excited by the song. I was like, I just can't wait to get in there and sing it. And I went in the vocal booth and just sung it in one take.
This is the note, this is the note. The wind in our sail, we go anywhere. This is the note, this is the live that I need. That I need.
We've all gained knowledge, so I can put all of that knowledge into this record. Little tricks and producer tricks, and also just knowing how far to push Gav and how to get the best out of him. But generally the approach isn't that different, really. We always knew what we were going to do with this stuff, and it's just with the added experience of time and knowledge and, you know, where we are in our lives.
Someday maybe we could look back and smile at the life we had. And all I've got of us are pictures. And all I've got of us are pictures.
I think for me, this is probably one of the most important songs that I've written, actually, for me. I think personally and professionally, it was one of those songs that, it just fell out of my conscious, my soul.
Yeah. And all I've got of us are pictures.
Just tracking the song and thinking there's something special happening here. I could feel that this is something special was going on.
Are pictures.
And I know that it was one of my dad's favourite songs that I've written, and my dad's no longer with us, so for me it's quite a personal song, and that fact that I know that he loved that song.
There are some memories tied to these songs over the years, so I think, you know, Pictures has a lot of meaning, but I think the real track that I'm attached to is Stone's Throw, which is such a work of art. Lyrically, musically, it's just perfect, so it's lovely to do that again.
Wouldn't wanna pay the price and take the easy way out. I'm happy with this life.
It's interesting to see how we've both come on. Gav's not changed at all. He's like Peter Pan. His voice is exactly the same, looks the same. Nothing's changed, really.
To find your place, well, come and find me. I'm a stone's throw away. I'm a stone's throw away.
It doesn't feel like we're just trying to change it for the sake of it. It feels like we're just playing them how it feels right now, and I think that's the key. But you know, the song is the song. A good song's a good song, no matter how you do it. It's just that we would play it like this now Then we played it like that, like that. Now we're playing it like this. If we had the opportunity to do it again in, another 10, 15 years, it would probably sound completely different, probably be a lot slower.
You'll be coming home soon. I know you're out of place.
I've been playing that song now for nearly 20 years, and I'm not bored of it, and I think that's always a good sign of the song. And even now when we're recording it, I still enjoy singing it.
And all my heart is like a speeding train. And all my love, and I can feel your pain. And all night long, yeah, I pray for you, because I miss you, and I'm out of place, and I'm out of place.
And yeah, it's such a simple song. I actually remember writing the song. I remember being in a flat. I was living in Bath at the time, and I picked up this guitar, and it only had I think 4 strings on it. So I was just sort of playing around with this sort of riff in A, and I started writing, started singing this melody, came out, and I wrote the whole song in about 20 minutes. So it came out really quickly. Again, it was one of the early songs I wrote that I demoed, and I sent it to publishers and labels, and they got really interested when they heard that song. And I think because of Gold, that I got a lot of interest early on from labels who wanted to sign me. So that was great. That song is important to me for that, really.
So come back to me now, it just won't let me be. Just won't look from you, and you know what I mean. I should have been there, I could have been there for you. I close my eyes, I can feel you in the room. And now I say all the reason, keep on smiling.
It's one of those songs that I just hear and I like the vibe of it. It's got a real sort of, stamp your foot, nod your head vibe to it. I just thought, actually, I would love to re-record that again and get another version of that for this record.
You are the light that shines on me. When I am lost, I know you'll find me. Sooner or later, feel you
when you record an album, it could be a week later, it could be a year later, you're always thinking, oh, I could have done that better, I could have sung that line better, maybe I could have that solo, maybe that, oh, was that intro right, could we have done that? So there's always these questions you have, I think, for every single record I've ever made. So for me, it's an incredible opportunity to record these songs again and go, right, this time I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna do that. It's not a case of getting it right this time, but just a case of what feels right for me.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Sooner or later, figure you out. Sooner or later, I get inside.